This is the flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM and FM, Jacksonville Beach. 1010XL, home sweet home of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
For breaking Jaguars news, press conferences, interviews, and analysis, your flagship station of the Jags is 1010XL.
Now, the window world of Northeast Florida fifth quarter on 1010XL. Flavored by Hurricane Grill and Wings and Apex Roofing and Contracting. Here are your hosts, Ryan the Hacker Green, Leon Searcy, and Coach Gerald Ingram.
They throw a fade to the right side. That's Devontae Adams. He goes up and he makes the catch for the touchdown. He beat Monteric Brown. They threw a fade to the right corner. He went up over Monteric and made the catch. And another touchdown for the Rams.
Frank Frangie on the call, Jaguars radio, and with that, well, I won't call it a very good Sunday afternoon, but it is Sunday afternoon to you, Jacksonville. It is the window world of Northeast Florida fifth quarter. We're presented by Apex Roofing and Contracting. We're also live from Front Runners Tap House inside the Community First Igloo. Boy, what an absolutely spectacular place we have here. TVs everywhere. If you hear the ambiance in the background, that's because this place is absolutely packed. They literally have every 1 o'clock game going right now, and everybody is still in contention. Unlike the Jacksonville Jaguars, who were really out of contention in this game today against the Rams fairly early. Disgusting performance, ridiculous, nonsense, dare I say, disgraceful performance, as I welcome in Leon Searcy.
You can say that.
Yeah, the coach Gerald Ingram went to Ann Arbor for a reunion this weekend. He's probably lucky he didn't have to watch this because it was as bad a performance as we saw when Gus Bradley was here, and pretty much as bad a performance as we saw over the last 3 years. This was horrific today.
It was terrible, Hack. It has remnants of what we had to go through the last couple of years in the fifth quarter, as badly as the Jaguar played. Everything poor execution, penalties, drop passes, inability to run, inability to rush the passer, inability to defend. I mean, we saw it all. We saw a culprit of all kind of misfits and misfortunes by this team that we've seen over the last couple of years that me and you did the fifth quarter. And I thought this was supposed to be the new car smell. You know what? It's the same car, just got a different paint job on it.
I'll give you some silver lining as we're signing off in about 2 hours. I'm not going to give you any silver lining for the next hour and 50 minutes. You go over to London to get away and bond as a team and do some soul searching after giving up 7 sacks and committing double-digit penalties last week, and you look even worse today. And it's not just one guy. You could say, well, it's Trevor Lawrence. Yep. You could say, well, it's Brian Thomas Jr. Yep. You could say, well, it's Cam Little. Yep. You could say, well, it's the offensive line. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Well, it's the penalties. You're darn right it is. Well, it's the lack of pass rush. Absolutely. You see the point? You go on and on and on. It's everywhere on this roster outside of Travis Hunter. Hey, Travis Hunter, you came to play today, and we'll talk about you and more in just a moment because you are wide receiver 1 now, and quite frankly, you should be cornerback number 1.
True.
Outside of Travis Hunter, everybody else today, there's plenty of blame to go around.
Well, I mean, listen, Hack, we've been lied to by the organization because every week over the last couple of weeks, we've been told that they're going to fix all the misfortunes.
They're going to clean it up.
They're going to clean it up, absolutely. Yeah. They're going to clean it up. We're going to make it a point of emphasis that this team is going to play a lot better football.
Right.
And week after week, we've been lied to. We see a bevy of penalties. We see a lack of production as far as pass rush, lack of protection, lack of the running game, lack of coverage. Special team is a freaking joke. Cam Little is still in the preseason. He's still living off the laurels of that 70-yard kick that he kicked in the Listen, fella, we're in the big boy league now. You got to make those field goals, or we're going to replace you, or we're going to find somebody to replace you.
I got into it with a couple of people on social media, as I tend to do from time to time when the Jaguars are getting boat raced like they were today. I'm not saying cut Cam Little. I'm saying you bring in a kicker and sign to the practice squad. You make Cam Little walk into that locker room now knowing there's another kicker in this building,
Absolutely.
in this organization. He's missed 5 kicks in 7 weeks, not 1. Not 2, not 3. He's missed 5 kicks, 4 field goals and an extra point in only 7 games. That is becoming a problem.
Well, heck, think about all the times we were inside the Rams territory and we went forward on 4th down. Okay, I can see we try to go forward just so we can score and make the – but a lot of it had to do, in my opinion, is the fact that his inability to make the kicks. the 50-yard kicks that he was consistently making last year.
Yeah, why would you have confidence?
Exactly. So you got to go for it on 4th and 7. You got to go for it on 4th and 3, whatever you got to go. And it's unfortunate. I mean, because if you kick 3 field goals, as bad as we played, 9 points is a big difference compared to 0. I mean, we didn't score 7 until late in the 4th quarter.
11 years for you in the National Football League. One of the best Jaguars to ever do it. Pro Bowler. What is wrong with Brian Thomas Jr.?
He's scary. He's scary, and he's in his own head. He is. He's making business decisions, bro. He doesn't want to get hit. He does not want to get hit. And all the catches that you see him miss is because he's pulling his hands inside. He doesn't want to get smashed. He's got to get out of his own head. Absolutely got to get. And you know what? Quite frankly, if I'm the offensive coordinator and you see him keep dropping passes like that, you quit going to him.
Yeah, but
Travis Hunter is your number 1.
Yes, he is.
Put him, make him. You have to insert him. The ball gets to him first and foremost. Brian Thomas Jr. has to earn the ball again, in my opinion.
87 grabs, though, for 1,200 yards last year, 10 touchdowns. And then this year. I mean, what happened? This wasn't an issue last year.
Bro, this is more than a sophomore slump. I mean, this is Skid Row right here. This is absolute Skid Row, the way this kid is absolutely playing. And it's in between his ears, bro. It is. It's a mental thing. He has all the physical attributes. He can run. He can catch. He can run the route tree. But for whatever reasons, he makes his business decision, and this costs him his football games.
Drops were horrific. That needs to be part of the story when we talk about Trevor Lawrence. And everybody was dropping him. Johnny Munt got involved in the drops. Parker Washington got involved. Brian Thomas Jr. got involved. You name somebody. They dropped the ball today. And this is becoming a constant theme with this team. Having said that, your thoughts on Trevor Lawrence's performance?
I mean, he was a stat man towards the end. He was Blake Bortles, and no disrespect to Blake Bortles, by the way.
The boat.
He took us to the AFC Championship game. But I'm saying that the stuff he stacked up on was late in the game when it was insignificant. I mean, I think he played average, but I think his team, lack of protection first and foremost, gave up 6 sacks. And then you got guys dropping balls. That doesn't help you at all. So he becomes indecisive. He doesn't have any confidence in throwing it at anybody because everybody's dropping it and making business decisions. Offensive line couldn't protect them to save their lives. So what do you expect Trevor Lawrence to do?
You know, you talk about the quarterback sacks, which is certainly a big part of this. Let's go to your bread and butter, the offensive line. That's 2 weeks in a row. Now, I will say, I think the offensive line probably paid a little better than last week, which is relative, because I thought they were awful last week, but they still weren't any good. If they were a 1 last week on a scale of 1 to 10, they might have been a 2.5 today.
Okay, they were awful plus, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, let's give them an awful plus.
So what is the issue there?
Man, listen, I don't know. Heck, 4 weeks into the season, when they were 4-1, I had this offensive line as the MVP.
Right.
They were protecting the passer, they were running the ball, and they were giving Trevor time. And our offense still was slow. So, I mean, they went from that to now that they're in the Achilles heel again. You know, they're the reason why this offense is not flowing because their lack of protection. And I was concerned about how they were going to answer the bell because they got demolished against the Seahawks. And I was saying to myself, how are they going to respond to that? Because I know, I've been in the league. I've been in defensive line meeting rooms where they see a terrible offensive line. And then you know what they tell all defensive front? Oh, you're going to eat. Bro, you're going to eat against these guys because they say these guys, if you punch them in the mouth, they'll fold their tent. And in my opinion, the way this offensive line is playing as of late, inability to run the ball and protect, there's a lot of defensive fronts that we go up against and saying he can get punked all across the board.
You know, the entire week we talk about the offensive line being terrible. Look at yourself in the mirror, the penalties. And they come out on the first 4 offensive snaps. They give a quarterback sack on the first play.
Pressured by Hainsey.
Yeah, and they get a penalty on the 4th play.
Yep.
After all week we talked about it. That brings me to the penalties. Liam Cohen was obviously upset in the postgame, and with good reason. The problem, Leon, is he obviously was upset last week in the postgame. 13 accepted penalties. That's what the accepted penalties were. I think there were a few more that weren't accepted. 13 penalties for 119 yards? That's unacceptable, and that is nonsense.
But being upset, what does that accomplish, Hat? If you're not doing something as a coach.
And give Liam Cohen credit. He said it starts with me. I will not blame the players. It starts with me. So I will give Liam Cohen an immense amount of credit for that.
The hell with that. I'm going to blame the players because their players are the ones out there making the mistakes. They're jumping off sides. They're the one giving up illegal procedures. I mean, at some particular point, there's got to be some credibility on these players, some accountability on these players, especially if he's making an appointed emphasis during the week. He said he's making an appointed emphasis during the week to eliminate the penalties, eliminate the stupid mistakes, catch the ball, run the ball, affect the quarterback, that kind of stuff. So, I mean, I don't listen. I know it's very admirable by the coach to say it's on me. But at some particular point, there needs to be some leadership in that locker room. Someone needs to draw their foot in the sand and say, hey, listen, enough is enough. All right? But there's not enough guys on this team to do that.
Think about this. 13 penalties, 7 sacks. That's 20 offensive plays. We always talk about games are decided by 3 or 4 plays for the most part in the NFL. And certainly that's been true in a lot of Jaguar games this year. You're talking 20 offensive plays that either ended in a penalty, I guess a couple of defensive penalties. So we'll call it 15 offensive plays. Okay. 15 offensive plays that either ended in a penalty or ended in a quarterback sack. Craziness.
Is that not good?
Craziness.
It's bad football. You're not going to win in this league. It's hard. Listen, it's hard enough to win in this league. All right, but then you add on the penalties, you add on the sacks, you add on the miscues, the misfortunes, the bad assignments, the drop footballs, inability to run. Come on, bro. You can't win. You don't even give yourself a chance to be in ball games if you play like that.
Take me inside the mind of a player. You go back-to-back-to-back wins, Houston, San Francisco, Kansas City. You looked awful last week offensively against Seattle. You looked awful for the most part, with the exception of the third quarter on both sides of the ball today. I'll give the defense credit for the third quarter. Outside of that, you looked awful the entire game. Did their heads get too big after Kansas City? What is the reasoning it's looked so bad the last 2 weeks?
I've been saying it, bro. I said that, unfortunately, KC was our Super Bowl. You remember this team? Okay, you probably don't. You probably remember that. You remember when the Jaguars played the New England Patriots? I don't know, maybe 20. I can't remember the year it was. But they beat the New England Patriots.
Oh, yeah, 2018.
2018.
Keelan Cole's one-handed catch.
That part right there. When they beat the New England Patriots, this organization, this team celebrated like they had won the Super Bowl. What was their record towards? They were 3-1 that year. They started 3-1.
Yeah.
And then they finished, what, 5-11?
Terrible.
5-11. And I said at that point in that time, I said to myself, please don't treat this game like it was your Super Bowl. And we did. And we only won 2 more games after that, all right? Rewind back to Monday Night Football. This team, this organization, that locker room, Duval in general, Jacksonville celebrated like no one. Deservingly so. But I was thinking in my mind, man, I hope they don't think this is their Super Bowl. I hope after this win, because you know what? When you win a game like that, it pushes you up in the elite column. Maybe not elite, but among the elite.
Yeah.
4-1, tied for the division, 2 games left before the bye. And we choked on both of them.
And look, I think expectations got to a lot of us. I know I'm certainly guilty of that. You let your mind wander at 4-1. You're like, whoa, they just knocked off Mahomes. They beat San Francisco on the road. They knocked off Stroud and the Texans. All right. And I do think you let your mind wander. At the end of the day, you got to remind yourself, why is Liam Cohen here? Why is James Gladstone here? Why are there 50% of that roster new from last season? Because they were awful last year. And they were awful at the end of 2023. And they've already won as many games this year as they did the entirety of last year. Now, I'm not saying that should be a silver lining. That is reality is what that is. The reason Liam Cohen is your head coach is Doug Peterson did a horrible job last year. The reason James Gladstone is your general manager is because Trent Baalke did a horrible job last year, and you can't rebuild everything in the span of 6 or 7 months. There you go, Devontae Smith. That's fantasy points right there. I'll take that. But, I mean, you can't rebuild everything, Leon. That's the bottom line.
No.
You did not have enough time in one offseason.
Well, you're absolutely right. I still think that this Jaguars team is a work in progress. I think that the 4-1 start was a jump start that got everybody going about the possibilities. And now we've kind of simmered down a little bit. And we recognize that this team still needs a rebuild. I mean, we still need caliber guys at the tackle position in my assessment. We still need another tight end. Your boy, what's his name from Penn State that went down?
Britton Strange.
Britton Strange. I mean, he's a.
If I'm his agent, I'm calling James Gladstone and I'm asking for $1 billion.
Britton Strange.
Because the offense has looked inept after Britton Strange left the lineup.
Lack of pass rush. Okay. You know, Devin Lloyd was out the game as well. I think Travis Hunter needs to play more in the secondary. I mean, you saw how he went up against Davante Adams later on. Why did you start the game that way?
Let's get to that right now because you brought it up. Travis Hunter was the best Jacksonville Jaguar on the field today on both sides of the ball, and it wasn't even close. Why is he only playing defense late in the third quarter? Why are you not throwing the ball to him as much as you possibly can? Everybody's dropping the ball. Brian Thomas Jr. short-arming passes across the middle. Look, whether you're worried about his usage or not, he's clearly the best player you have. And there is a big gap between Travis Hunter and everybody else on this team right now. He's the only one that came to play today.
He did.
He had 8 grabs for over 100 yards. In fact, let's do this. RJ, we're going to call an audible here. Every week here on the 5th quarter, we do give you an offensive player of the game. That offensive player of the game is brought to you by our friends at Universal Roof and Contracting. Let's do it right now. The Universal Roof and Contracting offensive player of the game.
Universal Roof and Contracting presents the offensive player of the game. Universal Roof and Contracting. The difference is universal.
All right, I got something hilarious to bring up here in just a moment. But Travis Hunter is this week's offensive player of the game. All right, you look at what he did today. 8 grabs, 101 yards, and a touchdown. 14 targets, which I like. That needs to be the norm. No more of this 4 for 15 stuff where you're sending him bubble screens and throwing the ball to down and outs 2 yards past the line of scrimmage. Get that guy vertical down the field. 100 yards today for Travis Hunter in his 7th game as a pro, and that needs to continue. To me, he's wide receiver 1 moving forward until Brian Thomas Jr. gets out of whatever funk he's in.
No, I don't care what kind of funk he is. I don't even care if he comes out of it or not. I think the offense has got to go through Travis Hunter and running the football. I mean, and defensively, you got to play him early, especially to get the number 1 receivers. He's proven in the background that he can lock down any receiver that you put him up against. And Davante Adams is a perennial All-Pro. The guys will be wearing a gold jacket one day. I mean, so yeah, you got to feed the beast. Get that man some touches. Give him some opportunities down the field. Give him some skinny posts. Give him some slants. Whatever you need to do to get the ball in his hand.
All right, we got a lot to do. Phone line's open, by the way, Jacksonville. If you want to commiserate with us after just a despicable performance over at Wembley Stadium in London, Jaguars lose 35-7. Phone line's open. 641-1010 is the phone number. 641-1010. E.T. just told me this.
Yeah.
Caleb Chason, former Jaguar, scoop and score for the Patriots moments ago. And Tyson Campbell just had a pick 6 for the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, that's just beautiful.
So just add to it, man.
Yeah, add to the misery.
Your Miami Hurricanes lost.
Yeah.
Florida won.
But
the highlight of the week is the Gators firing Napier, which is a terrible thing to say for me personally. That's the highlight of the week. Florida State lost at 2:30 a.m. Eastern this morning to an awful Stanford team. And the Jaguars get boat raced, and Tyson Campbell just had a pick 6 for Cleveland.
Yeah.
What else can go wrong in a football weekend?
Listen, first of all, you're not upset that Napier got fired.
Nah, that's not what I'm saying. It's the highlight of the week.
Highlight of the week, absolutely.
Well, we are live, Front Runners Tap House. What a location this is. They got gigantic TVs everywhere. How about this TV? Last time I was here, they told me this is the biggest TV, sports bar-wise, in the state. I mean, look at this thing. It is absolutely gigantic. They've added a bunch of new TVs here. The menu is great, and this place is absolutely packed. All of the 1 o'clock games are here inside the Community First Igloo. Come on out and join us. We're basically at the intersection of Phillips Highway and Emerson. 3605 Phillips Highway, I believe, is the location. Come on out and join us out here at Front Runners Tap House. Phone line's open. We got to give a defensive player of the game, Leon. That should be a lot of fun. Looking forward to doing that. And we'll commiserate with you. Jaguars lose 35-7, 4-3 on the year. I'll start with the silver linings, though, and try not to come across the table at me. If you would have told me during training camp 4-3 going into the bye, I would have taken that. This game doesn't count but one time, for whatever that's worth. Yeah, I know it sucked today. I know it was terrible today. It's one loss. You're going to have 2 weeks off to try to correct some things, and you're still 4-3 and are right in the thick of the playoff hunt 7 games in. Is that a crazy way to look at it?
No, it's not. I hope they look at it that way. The heavy lifting is over. Okay.
Schedule on paper eases up.
Yeah, the back end of your schedule eases up a little bit. The last 10 games, if you look at it, how many teams you're playing with losing records or under 500, it's probably more of a collection of like maybe 60 or 70%.
Yeah.
The Raiders and the Cardinals and all that kind of stuff. The Titans twice. So I mean, effectively, man, you can make your playoff push in this back end if you play sound football. Right now, they're not playing sound football.
With Leon Searcy, the hacker Ryan Green with you. The fifth quarter rolls on from Frontrunners Tap House here inside the Community First Igloo.
Don't miss the Record Company live at the all-newly remodeled Ponte Vedra Concert Hall, Friday, November 7th. Get tickets now at AXS.com and the venue box office. The Record Company live, November 7th at Ponte Vedra Concert Hall.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, let's talk about diamond cutting. How is the diamond price affected by the way it is cut?
Frank, that's probably the most important question asked about diamonds, because the trade-off between a diamond cut for maximum beauty and one that's not is the diamond's carat weight. You see, diamond cutters buy rough diamonds based on quality and weight. So as they cut the rough diamond, everything cut away affects profits. However, there's specific known cutting parameters, and each deviation from these means they have a heavier, less beautiful diamond. Unfortunately, a customer can't detect all those cutting imperfections. They need expert help about a diamond's cut grade. You see, for any round diamond of a particular color, clarity, and carat weight, there are as many as 10 different prices that can vary by as much as 50%. At Underwoods, we look specifically at how a diamond's cut before we look at anything else, because it's the most important factor when it comes to a diamond's beauty, and to us, whether it should carry the Underwood name or not.
The drip from a leaky faucet isn't just annoying, it's wasteful. Worn parts or corrosion could waste thousands of gallons a year. Superior Plumbing and Pipelining will fix it fast. When your faucet's leaking, make the superior choice. Learn more at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. Hurricanes happen in Florida. That's not news. But what happens even more often than hurricanes are home break-ins. And if security is important to you, you might want to look into hurricane-rated impact windows.
What you may not know is that hurricane-rated impact windows not only help protect your home in case of a hurricane, but they also offer another level of security for your home.
Have you seen those videos on YouTube that show people trying to break through an impact window? A thief is way too lazy to spend his energy trying to break through one of our impact windows. That's why he doesn't have a real job like you. He'd rather break your non-impact window while you're at work. Window World has high-quality, very affordable hurricane-rated impact windows to help protect your home from hurricanes and from lazy thieves.
Call us today at 904-443-7001. Get a free estimate and see for yourself. You save energy, get more security, and the windows add value to your home. With all Window World windows, you get the best guarantee in the window replacement business.
Window World, simply the best for less.
XL Primetime is back weekdays noon to 2, and on Wednesdays, join Dr. George Bari at 1:20 for the latest in sports injuries from all the big names in the game. Make sure you catch Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime Wednesdays at 1:20 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Hi, folks. Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Ever wonder what to do with leftover paint that you don't want? Here's a few options. Paint can be placed in the regular trash if it's dry. Simply stir in kitty litter to a thick consistency. Then wait a few days with the lid off till it dries. Also, if the paint is good, there's many charities or churches that would love to have it. If you'd like more tips or have a project, we'd love to help. Go to performance-painting.com. Performance Painting. Repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting! She's rewritten the record books, and now she's coming to Jacksonville. Join Caitlin Clark, 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year and NCAA's all-time leading scorer, for an unforgettable night by the Florida Forum, October 29th. Hear how she's inspiring the next generation, both on and off the court, through her foundation. All proceeds benefit the Women's Board of Wilson Children's Hospital, supporting a new outdoor play area for behavioral health services. Get your tickets now at thefloridaforum.com.
When the unexpected happens, you shouldn't have to face it alone. I'm Chris Campione, and at Campione Law, we're here to fight for you. Whether it's an auto accident or a slip and fall, our Jacksonville team takes care of every detail, from investigating the incident to securing multi-million-dollar verdicts, so you can focus on getting better. And remember, you don't pay a dime unless we win your case. Our commitment is 24/7, bringing you the real support from real people who really care. Campione Law, your dedicated partners in justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione, Campione Law.
This is the flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hurricane season on the First Coast can lead you in the dark, so why not get a head start on storm season with a home generator system from American Electrical? They've sold and installed more generators in Jacksonville than any other company around, with scores of whole home generator installations throughout North Florida. That's right, American Electrical has been installing and repairing thousands of generators for over a decade in Duval. Keep your loved ones and property protected. Log on to american-electrical.com and see how they can help you.
Pizza to Tea here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes through in the clutch? From lunch to late night, only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar. Stick around after the sunset, and Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late-night bites. Come on, somebody.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Putting an extra 60 minutes on the clock. The window world of Northeast Florida 5th quarter. Nailed down by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings on 1010XL.
Play fake, rolling to the left to Stafford, looking, fires it deep downfield, and that ball is going to be caught for the touchdown. On 4th and a half yard, he hit Terrence Ferguson, a 31-yard touchdown. He beat Andrew Wingard by a step or two, and a perfect throw from the great Matt Stafford, his 4th touchdown pass of the day.
Frank Frangie on the call, Jaguars radio. That was the 4th of 5. Count them, 5 touchdown passes for Matt Stafford. And the LA Rams obliterate the Jacksonville Jaguars 35-7 earlier today over at Wembley Stadium in London, England. Every week here on the 5th quarter, we do give you a defensive player of the game. The defensive player of the game is brought to you by our friends with Superior Fence and Rail. And RJ, let's do it right now. The Superior Fence and Rail defensive player of the game.
Jacksonville's building a fence along the goal line. This is the Superior Fence and Rail defensive player of the game. Superior Fence and Rail, where quality matters.
Leon, the good thing about situations like this is we have a lot of experience in finding defensive player of the games when the team allows 30-plus points. And we've learned to just simply go to the stat line and just give it to the leading tackler. And as a result of that, Ventrell Miller led the team in tackles today, 8 tackles, 5 solo tackles, filling in for Devin Lloyd. Ventrell Miller is your defensive player of the game.
Well, I mean, you pretty much had to give it to him. I mean, he stepped up. I mean, Devin Lloyd was having an all-pro season before the injury. And Ventrell Miller came in and showed up and showed out. That's all you can ask from him.
It's all you can ask. He did a good job in Devin Lloyd's stead, but it wasn't good enough. No one was good enough except for Travis Hunter. I'll give him 2 check marks. Everybody else, yikes, 35-7. Let's get to the phone line. 641-1010 is the phone number. Let's begin by going to the north side. Let's get Jarrell in here on the 5th quarter on 1010XL, live from Frontrunners Tap House inside the Community First Igloo. Jarrell, how you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. How you doing, man?
Jarrell, I'm wonderful, buddy. Glad to have you.
Yeah, man. Watching that game, man. Okay. We 4-3 going into the bye. We're a little above 500. But my question is, who are we? Who is the Jacksonville Jaguars? Last 2 weeks, we showed no pressure. Offense looking like, I don't know what it's looking like. I don't know what we're doing on offense. So my question is, who are we? Like, what's our identity as the Jaguars? Who are we? And it's frustrating, man. Like, I woke up 9 o'clock, well, really 7 o'clock this morning to watch the game. And what I watched, man, I'm not satisfied, man. My question is, who are we?
Appreciate the phone call. Thank you very much. Leon, seriously, let me ask you, the former Pro Bowler, who are the Jacksonville Jaguars 7 weeks in?
That's a good question, man. I don't know because – I mean, they're teetering on being pretenders after the 4-1 start, especially back-to-back games where they get obliterated.
Oh, that will be the national narrative.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The next 2 weeks, you won't hear a peep about the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Absolutely. I mean, when you get obliterated the way you got beat in the last 2 weeks, I mean, you have an identity crisis. At 4-1, you thought this team had established a culture of winning, playing sound defense, turning the ball over, getting after the quarterback, establishing a run game, Trevor taking his shots, Trevor running. We felt there was a good feel about us when we were 4-1, but you get beat the last 2 weeks, mainly because you got out physicals on both sides of the ball. You give up a bevy of penalties. You're dropping passes. You're not running the ball, and you can't get after the passer. So we went from being established as who we were, an identity, to now having an identity crisis going into a bye week. All right, we're at the back half of our, schedule. So I don't know what this team really is right now. I would say right now they're faking the funk.
Faking the funk.
Yes.
You know, and honestly, if you were to watch this game compared to like a Gus Bradley game from a decade ago, I don't know how you would have been able to tell much of a difference. Yeah. This looked like a Gus Bradley era Jacksonville Jaguar performance today, which is very, very disheartening based on how excited people were in this city just 13 short days ago. Life comes at you pretty quick.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. Let's go back to the north side. Chris is up here on the fifth quarter on 1010XL. Chris, what do you got?
Hey, normally, man, I like to start off by saying Duval, but hey, not today, man. Hey, first, I'm smoking one of your cigars, man. At least
nice.
This is the only thing that's feeling good right now. I got the little Search puffing on it right now. Hey, but I wanted to ask y'all, and I know this is kind of taboo in this city, but is it safe to go? Is it fair to go ahead and start saying Trevor Lawrence is a bust? And do you think we need to go ahead and get rid of Dewey Wingert? And I'll take my comments off the air.
Dewey had a bad day at the office today. Now, I will say the personal foul on him in the end zone at the beginning of the game, that was crap. That was a terrible call. Having said that, I don't think – and Dewey, you know Dewey.
Yeah.
You're my witness. I was on the Dewey train.
Training camp.
Undrafted free agent.
Yeah.
We go out there, I say, Leon, I like 42. And I'm happy you were there because that's my one claim to fame is I pinpointed Dewey Wingert, 6-7 years ago now. He was not good today.
No, he wasn't.
And he'll probably tell you he wasn't good today. I don't know what you do about that because you released Darnell Savage. He's gone. So now your only safeties on the roster are him, or Dewey, Antonio Johnson, Eric Murray, and a rookie in Rayon Lane. And the Trevor Lawrence thing, is he a bust? I don't think that's necessarily the case, but he's not what you hoped he would be in year number 5 right now. There's no doubt about that.
He's been very underwhelming, all right? I wouldn't put him as a bust, but he's teetering.
You know what I don't like? It's like when you're watching offensive tackles, because that's what you did, and you were a Pro Bowl at that. Well, Kurt Warner's on the broadcast today, the TV broadcast, and you could tell in listening to Kurt Warner how just frustrated he was getting with some of the stuff Trevor was doing. Kurt Warner's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame as a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He knows a thing or two about playing quarterback in the NFL. And when you hear him talking about Trevor, you can almost hear the frustration that the talent's there. Trevor just keeps doing stupid things that prevent it from really coming out.
Yeah, I mean, I listened to the same broadcast. He was saying stuff like, I call it the profit, all right? When I say taking the profit, the easy plays, the outlet throws that you should make in your sleep with your eyes closed, okay? Those are the ones that Trevor missing, the layup throws, okay? We all know he has a phenomenal arm. Yeah, he showcases that, every now and then or whatever, where we say only 2 or 3 quarterbacks can make that throw. But the easy stuff, the cross-the-middle stuff, the out routes, the layups, I think that's why Kurt Warner was so frustrated, because he'll see a phenomenal throw down the field for about 30, 40 yards, but then he'll see a 10-yard or a 5-yard or 8-yard out route, and Trevor missed it.
The pass in the flat to ETN, which wasn't even close. The one down was Johnny Munt on 3rd down that he airmailed 5 yards over his head.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Even the screen. Remember the screen, how bad the throw of the screen was?
Yeah.
It was there. He just missed on it. You can't. And Kurt was so frustrated. He said, hey, you can't miss that throw. Set your feet and make the throw on time and on target, and maybe you have something. That's what I think I get frustrated with Trevor as well.
Let's go up to Buffalo. Let's get our guy Junior in here on the 5th quarter on 1010XL. Junior, what's going on?
Hey, gentlemen, man, I don't know why I woke up early this morning. I could have woke up during halftime, before halftime, and I had the same outcome. What a shame waking up this early on a Sunday morning. But it was pitiful, another pitiful game. What I feel most is I would have rather the Rams put up on the score. I'd rather get beat 52-7 than having them pull the brakes on us. You know, they literally pulled the brakes on the Jaguars. That's more of a disgrace to have against you, knowing that a team knew they could just blow you out, and they decided, hey, we're going to take it easy on you because we know you suck. We know you can't even wash our jockstrap. But they went out there and they did anyway. At least the Chiefs are rubbing the Raiders' nose in it right now, and that's how it should be, man. But on defense, we just can't have Allen doing everything by himself. This is pitiful. We got other guys. We got Sanders. We got Armstead. We got Smith. We got Snoop. What are they doing? You can't shed one block if 2 guys or 3 guys are on Allen and or 2 guys are on a handicap water, with one hand. Come on. It looked like Stafford was sitting on a lawn chair. That one pass, he looked like he threw it like a hook pass like you do in basketball. Like through the end zone, that first touchdown pass. It looked like he threw it over the shoulder backwards. Come on. This is ridiculous. And Winger, I like your Winger, but, man, you proved that you can't cover a tight end. And most of these linebackers on the Jaguars can't cover a tight end. And that's been an ongoing issue for the last few years, that we can't cover our tight end. And other teams are going to start exposing us just like they do. It's frustrating. I don't think you can fix it right away. It's just frustrating. And I don't know if they can fix it, man, on the bye week. Talk to you later, guys.
Junior, appreciate it. When Junior brings up a jock strap, you know it's been a rough day.
Yeah.
All right, when he drops a jock strap on you at 3:15 Eastern Standard Time, you know Junior is pretty upset, and with good reason. The Jaguars lose 35-7. I'll tell you what I'm not upset about at all is the fact that we're out here at Frontrunners Tap House inside the Community First Igloo. This place is awesome. The food smells terrific. I'm looking forward to taking some home to watch the 4 o'clock games. I mean, my son actually learned how to skate
I was going to ask you that. Does he know how to ice skate?
He learned right over there, and then we would always come in here to get dinner after those practices. So this is a great environment, and I'll give them a ton of credit inside here, the Frontrunners Tap House. They've added a bunch of TVs. It's kind of like a hockey rink feel. They've added walls like the boards of a hockey rink. Mm-hmm. It's a very, very cool vibe. Come on out and check it out. We'll be out here for another hour and 20 minutes plus. They'll have all the 4 o'clock games as well. We're glad you're with us here on the 5th quarter with Leon Searcy, the hacker Ryan Green with you. We'll come back to a special teams player of the game. We'll also take more of your phone calls at 904-641-1010. Jaguars 4-3 on the year going into a bye week where there are all of a sudden a lot more questions than there are answers.
Frank Frangie here for Coyle Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports moments. Remember Morton Anderson missing a chip shot field goal that launched the Jags into the playoffs in '96? You know who doesn't miss? Coyle Fencing. Coyle has been the fencing leader in Northeast Florida since 1927. Heck, Coyle has been installing fences since before Emery Bellard installed the wishbone offense. If you need a new fence, I recommend calling Coyle Fence today at 904-356-4821 or visit CoyleJacks.com. Coyle Fencing, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey, Jags fans, Tommy Mack here. Crown Royal is the official whiskey of the Jacksonville Jaguars. This season, it's not game day without the generous spirit of Crown Royal. Whether you're at the tailgate, in the stands, or watching from home, Crown Royal is the reason and the reward for coming together. Grab a glass with Crown Royal Rig at a stadium near you, because we'll be sharing the generous spirit with fans across the country. Crown Royal, fueling game day with generous spirit. Visit crownroyal.com/Royal Rig on the Crown Royal Rig Tour. Please drink responsibly.
Fumbled your fender? EV took a hit? Guardian Collision is your MVP with certified expert auto body repair for any electric vehicle. Guardian Collision, they guard what moves you. Visit GuardianCollision.com.
When persistent plumbing problems leave you feeling flushed, don't panic. Call Roland Reich, the one-stop solution for any plumbing problem, residential or commercial. No matter how complex the work, Roland Reich quotes all pricing in advance, so your only surprise is how quickly they'll solve your issue. Whether your pipes are doing a water ballet or you need to hydrojet the whole system, always use Roland Reich Plumbing at PlumbingJacksonville.com.
It's the fall savings event going on now at Renewal by Anderson. Upgrading your home has never been easier. Get 20% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. This offer expires October 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
For your chance to win tickets to see Caitlin Clark, all-time women's college point scorer and WNBA star at the Florida Forum October 29th, text FORUM to the Lifetime Flooring text line at 641-1010.
Yo, E.T. here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes through in the clutch every day, from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar, Twin Peaks. Scratch kitchen scores every time. Dig into hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge. Come on, somebody.
This football season, Hurricane Grill and Wings is your game day getaway. Catch every play with the perfect drink in hand. Handcrafted cocktails like the Millionaire Margarita, Spicy Guavarita, Old Fashioned, or the Red Bullerita. Beer more your style to watch the games? Enjoy an ice cold Bud Light. Game day cocktails and Bud Light specials are here all season long at Hurricane Grill and Wings. Find a restaurant near you at hurricanewings.com.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here. You've heard me talking about Pella Windows and Doors. With great ratings and expert reviews, you know they're high quality and energy efficient products. So what's your next step? Schedule a free consultation at PellaJacks.com or just stop by the Pella showroom on Phillips Highway. Their professional design consultants will guide you through your entire project from start to finish. And that's the quality and service you can expect from Pella Windows and Doors.
Don't miss the Record Company live at the all-newly remodeled Ponte Vedra Concert Hall, Friday, November 7th. Get tickets now at AXS.com and the venue box office. The Record Company live, November 7th at Ponte Vedra Concert Hall.
The best value for golf in Jacksonville remains Cimarron, totally reestablished with new tee boxes, improved fairways and greens, also a brand new restaurant with indoor and outdoor settings, and live music. Join the Wild One loyalty program online at Cimarron Golf. When's the last time you played Cimarron? Cimarron Golf Club on 210, the Wild One.
She's rewritten the record books, and now she's coming to Jacksonville. Join Caitlin Clark, 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year and NCAA's all-time leading scorer, for an unforgettable night by the Florida Forum, October 29th. Hear how she's inspiring the next generation, both on and off the court, through her foundation. All proceeds benefit the Women's Board of Wilson Children's Hospital, supporting a new outdoor play area for behavioral health services. Get your tickets now at thefloridaforum.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Bringing you an extra quarter of football.
The window world of Northeast Florida, 5th quarter. Nailed down by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings on 1010XL.
Dropping is Trevor. Fires it deep downfield. That ball's caught by Travis Hunter. He's into the end zone. Touchdown. A long corner route to Travis Hunter. There is a flag in the secondary, but I would imagine that's going to work against the Rams.
Frank Frangie on the call, Jaguars radio. That penalty was on the Rams. That was Travis Hunter's first touchdown as a Jacksonville Jaguar. 8 grabs, 101 yards, and the score. Travis Hunter also came in on defense in the second half and did a pretty good job, at least in one occasion, on Davante Adams. He was clearly the best player the Jaguars had today. And every week here on the 5th quarter, we do give you a play of the game. That play of the game is brought to you by our friends at Performance Painting. RJ, let's do it right now. The Performance Painting play of the game.
Now, the Performance Painting high performance play of the game. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
Travis Hunter's touchdown, Leon Searcy, is the Performance Painting play of the game, the first of what we hope many touchdowns in a Jaguar uniform.
Yeah, he should do the sequel to Keyshawn's "Get Me the Damn Ball."
He basically did in the postgame.
Yeah, exactly.
He told now ET's with us. ET, you saw that earlier. Did Travis Hunter basically say in the postgame, I told Liam to just get me the ball?
And that was before his touchdown. Coach, I just told him, just give me the ball. And you see what he does when he has the ball. It don't matter if you give it to him in a small space. He gonna shake you. He gonna shake you right out your drones. Coach, give him the ball.
It needs to happen.
Well, that's an alpha move right there, bro. I mean, even when you're getting destroyed, getting obliterated by the team, he still feels like that. If you give me the ball, you give this team a chance. You ever seen BTJ do that? No, I didn't think so.
No.
Okay, that's part.
And again, it's a change.
They built different.
It's a changing of the guard. Travis Hunter's wide receiver 1 on this football team
Absolutely.
right now. And if I know that, and if you know that, and it's plain as day to us, it's got to be plain as day inside that Jaguar locker room too. And if you continue this nonsense of saying BTJ is your go-to wide receiver when Travis Hunter's out there doing what he's doing, that's going to eventually cause a problem, is it not?
Bro, he got hard. Even in the midst of them getting smashed, he's still telling the coach, give me the ball so I can help you.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not too many players to do that because a lot of players that in this situation that we were in, down by whatever, 21, 28 points, they done folded their tent. It's done. It's a wrap. They're thinking about how they're getting back to the States.
Again, you're looking for silver linings today, and that sucks. But that's all we have right now is silver linings. For the next 2 weeks, Travis Hunter is a silver lining for what he did, albeit when his team was getting destroyed at Wembley Stadium. Back to the phone lines we go, live on the 5th quarter, 1010XL and 92.5 FM from Frontrunners Tap House inside the Community First Igloo. Let's go up to Savannah. Let's get Kevin in here on 1010XL. Kevin, what do you got?
Oh, thank you. This won't be a popular opinion. We can point at a whole bunch of different things that caused the game to get away. But you're talking about Hunter saying, give me the ball. That's something you would never, ever hear out of Trevor. May not be a popular opinion, but we had a poor team under Urban Meyer, a poor team under Peterson, and right now it's not looking good. And the only common denominator is Trevor. He makes these throws that you say, wow, that's great, there's more to come. Day in, day out, play in, play out, he's not getting it done. Many of those sacks today were his fault. I mean, there's times, sure, there's going to be pressure, but sometimes you have to avoid sacks. You don't have to go down every time there's pressure, and he does. Or he tries to scramble out and run out of bounds instead of throwing it away. I think he's reached the ceiling, and I hate to say it because going into the season, I felt like he could really turn it around. I just don't see it happening, guys. Thank you.
Appreciate the phone call. Well, I got some reality check stuff for Jaguar fans. Trevor Lawrence is your quarterback the rest of this year, no question, and he's your quarterback next year. Now, what I've always said was, if we're sitting here in 2026 and Trevor is struggling like he is right now, then I think there will be a conversation to be had. But he's only had 7 weeks with Liam Cohen. I trust Liam Cohen will get this right. I trust James Gladstone will get this right. I'm not going to jump to conclusions 7 weeks in. But no, it's not looking good right now. And if we're sitting here 12 months from now saying the same thing, at that point I think you begin having the conversation of is there another quarterback in here in 2027?
Well, heck, I don't want to wait 12 months from now. I need Trevor to start playing better now.
It's a big contract, man.
I know I'm not talking about dumping him.
Right.
I'm not talking about benching him or anything crazy like that. I'm just saying that, man, the waiting game for Trevor is, man, by year 5, bro, you are what you are. You are what you are. We've been seeing this inconsistency for the last 5 years. We thought he would be elevated with a new coaching staff, a new regime, a new offense, and we was getting the same Trevor.
Here's the thing, though, and I know what people are going to say, and I agree with you that there are issues with Trevor. People are going to say, well, Liam Cohen and James Gladstone didn't sign that contract. They weren't here. You're right. You know who was here? Shad Khan.
Yeah.
The owner gave him that money.
He did.
So when the owner gives you $275 million, and what was it guaranteed? Like 90 or whatever it was? You're not going to throw him out the pasture after 7 weeks.
No, but the owner was influenced by the influx by general managers and coaching staffs to give him that contract as well.
Yeah, but I mean, what are you going to do? You don't have a first-round pick next year.
I know, bro.
You know, I mean, what are they going to do?
I'm just hoping for. I'm just like kind of like the fans. I've been seeing Trevor, hoping for Trevor, and getting the same Trevor.
Yeah.
The inconsistent Trevor. That's what I'm frustrated by. And this is year 5. He hasn't elevated. He's been the same. I think he's reached his ceiling. There is no more ascension for Trevor. Trevor is who he is. No matter what offense or what system or what regime is in place, he is a below average quarterback right now.
You're not wrong. That's certainly how he's playing. But again, I talk about how quickly life comes at you.
No.
What were most people saying 13 days ago when he led a game-winning drive and that throw to Brian Thomas and the throw to De'Ami Brown, and when he falls down, he gets up and runs it in 13 days ago? Oh, my God, Trevor Lawrence.
But was he elite as a passer during that game?
No. He was elite in the final drive.
Yeah, final
but
drive.
But not the entire game.
Not the entire game, no. Patrick Mahomes in that game was elite.
Sure.
The whole game. Except for the pick six. That was the difference in the ball game.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Let's go back to the north side. Let's get Zach in here on the fifth quarter on 1010XL. Zach, what do you got?
Hey, guys. How y'all doing?
Doing well, buddy.
Good.
How are you?
Hey, I'm good. Right now, I'm just piling on, man, because the last caller pretty much said a lot of stuff that I wanted to say. But I'm just being honest, Hack, and I hear he only 7 games in. No, he's 5 years in. And not only that, man, he was a good college quarterback. We've got a $55 million a year bust right now. Y'all can keep sugarcoating it, keep giving him leeway. He's 5 years in. And to comment again on something that was said earlier, I blame Shah Khan. He let Trent Baalke hang around just long enough to stick us with this guy for 5 more years. Not saying that he can't get better, but right now it ain't happening. All he was, thus far, was a good college quarterback. Thanks for taking my call.
Zach, appreciate it. 5 years in, 7 weeks into the Liam Cohen system, the Urban Meyer nonsense and Doug Peterson, but even more than that, all right, I'm not saying this is going to happen. But what were people saying in Cleveland about Baker Mayfield? What were people saying about Sam Darnold? All right.
Yeah, but
now look. Now, is Trevor Lawrence going to turn into that? I don't know. But you would have had the same conversation in Cleveland about Mayfield, and people were done with Darnold in New York.
Trevor never had to hit rock bottom. Those two guys that you just mentioned, Baker Mayfield and Sam, they hit rock bottom, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted them. All right, they were in a wasteland as far as quarterbacks go. They got another opportunity, and they maximized that opportunity and went running.
Right, so let me ask you this. If Trevor Lawrence finds himself not in a Jaguar uniform in, say, the next year and a half to 2 years, which I think he will be, but just play along, do you have a fear that he will go somewhere else and turn into Baker Mayfield or Sam Darnold?
Yep, I do.
Right, I do too. Because you see the talent. It's there.
Yeah, you saw the talent with Baker Mayfield. But he hit rock bottom. The organization got tired of him. First pick overall. He bounced around. He came in on a Tuesday and played a game for the Rams and won the game.
And right now, he's probably the MVP of the league in Tampa.
Yes, absolutely. Both of those guys that you just mentioned, the Sam Darnolds and the Baker Mayfields of the world, hit rock bottom, had nowhere else but to get up, and they went to teams and they flourished.
Let's get one more in on this side. If you want to get in, there is room for you. 904-641-1010. Again, live from Front Runners Tap House, basically at the intersection of Phillips and Emerson inside the Community First Igloo. Absolutely fantastic place to watch all the NFL action, not only this week, but certainly moving forward. And we appreciate the good folks out here for having us. Full bar, delicious food, great televisions, and a great, great atmosphere, as I'm sure you can hear in the background. Let's go to the south side. Let's get Greg in here on the fifth quarter. Greg, what's going on? Greg, are you there? Greg going once. Greg going twice. Yeah, Greg, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I agree with Leon and the previous callers. I think Trevor Lawrence has been given enough chances. If he doesn't improve this year or next year, and if we don't get a truly professional contender of a football team in next year or two, it's going to be a hard time filling up that new stadium of the future. Thanks, guys.
I appreciate it. We're having a hard enough time filling up the stadium of the past right now, unfortunately. But, again, I agree a year or two. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. If you and I are sitting here 12 months from now and Trevor looks like this 12 months from now, I do think at that point, then you have to start wondering what's going on.
You got to also remember, Hack, this new regime has no loyalty to Trevor Lawrence.
Agreed. And Tyson Campbell, they had no loyalty to him.
They had no loyalty. At some particular point, maybe not this year, maybe sometime next year, if he's still playing with the inconsistencies that he's playing with right now, who's going to take that contract, though?
By the way, pick 6 for Tyson Campbell today in Cleveland. That's a lot of fun.
Wow.
But let me ask you this. Think about the 3 guys that got massive extensions. Now, this is all Balky. Keep that in mind. Balky did all this. You can almost lump Walker Little in, too, but he didn't get as big an extension. But let's lump Walker Little in for the heck of it. Little, Campbell, who's not even here anymore, Lawrence. What about Hines Allen, man?
He's got half a sack.
Yeah.
He's got half a sack, and we're going into what, week 8?
Yeah, 7 games in.
7 games in. Come on, bro. Yeah, he's got to become expendable as well. I mean, he got paid that huge contract based upon his contract year where he had 17 and a half sacks. We have not seen glimpses of that since.
That is the Pro Bowler, Leon Searcy. I'm the hacker, Ryan Green. You are the city of Jacksonville, and we're all suffering together after a 35-7 Los Angeles Rams beat down to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars now 4-3. Titans are getting killed, so we have that going for us. They're about to fall to 1-6. The Colts play the Chargers. We really need the Chargers to win that game. Houston plays tomorrow night at Seattle. And if you're just tuning in, Billy Napier has been fired at the University of Florida. So really interesting day in Northeast Florida for our Gator and Jaguar supporters. Nothing on Mike Norvell yet. I know Seminole fans would love to hear that news as well after Norvell has lost 11 of 12 ACC games. But crazy times here. We'll talk about all of it continuously here on 1010XL, and we got a lot more to do on the 5th quarter. We'll give you a special teams player of the game, also a drive of the game as well. We're glad you're with us for about another hour or so right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
When you want breaking sports news, tune in to 1010XL.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Or any of our social channels at 1010XL.
Satisfied?
Don't miss the Record Company live at the all-newly remodeled Ponte Vedra Concert Hall, Friday, November 7th. Get tickets now at AXS.com and the venue box office. The Record Company live, November 7th at Ponte Vedra Concert Hall.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood Jewelers. Clayton, you have told us about buying better quality diamonds, but is there any way to start with a smaller diamond and use it to trade up to a larger diamond later on?
Frank, it's interesting you'd ask that because our founder, H.F. Underwood, popularized growing your diamond here in Jacksonville about 50 years ago, and it's something we still do today. When a customer buys an Underwood engagement ring or solitaire diamond pendant or a pair of ear studs, we guarantee they get the price they paid for it on the purchase of any larger diamond. Now, a lot of stores would say, big deal. We do that too, but here's the Underwood difference. We guarantee you get what you paid when you trade in your Underwood diamond, even if you're trading up by only $1. It's not that you have to trade up 2 for 1 like most jewelers ask. There have been literally thousands of people in the Jacksonville area who have taken advantage of our policy, and Underwood still grows a lot of diamonds for a lot of people.
Underwood, serving excellence since 1928. In San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Homeowners, storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through October 31st. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 125-8484.
UniversalRoof.com. When storms start to crop up in the Atlantic or Gulf this time of year, having a solid plan to handle anything that sweeps through the First Coast is very important. That's where American Electrical comes in. Ensure your home's safety and comfort with an American Electrical home generator. As the area's leading home generator dealer and installer, American Electrical can offer you easy installation, simple maintenance, and peace of mind. Schedule an assessment by simply calling the team at American Electrical. They'll walk you through the best generator for your home or business. Log on, american-electrical.com.
Your home is your sanctuary, where memories are made. Jack's homeowners trust Superior Fence and Rail to make their home feel safe, secure, and complete. Imagine a classic wood fence for privacy, sturdy aluminum to protect your pets, or a modern vinyl design that boosts curb appeal. Every fence is built with precision and pride, standing strong in every season.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, congratulating our Scholar Athlete of the Week,
Michaela Logg, a senior swimmer, soccer, and lacrosse player at Fletcher High. Michaela is a member of the National Honor Society, an officer in Interact, and will attend the University of North Florida.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods, a Jacksonville family business for nearly 70 years. Heck, I've been talking about them for over a decade. The Thompson family secret, Dandy's never frozen, always fresh baked bread with quality meats and cheeses, no dry crumbly subs here, only soft and tasty deliciousness. When I see that logo with the little dude with the cane on the label, it tells me I'm getting a trusted brand, a quality sandwich. So do what I do and stop in at a Daly's and make yours a Dandy today.
You've got a front row seat for Jaguars football all year long. This is 1010XL, WJXL AM and FM, Jacksonville Beach, home of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I'm Chris Campione. Veterans have given so much in the service of our country, but when it comes to legal challenges, you shouldn't have to fight alone. At Campione Law, we're here to help veterans like you get the support and compensation you deserve. Whether it's a workplace injury, a personal injury claim, or navigating a veteran's disability claim, we'll stand by your side every step of the way. Your service to our country matters. Let us serve you with the dedication and respect you deserve. Call Campione Law for a free consultation today. Campione Law, fighting for veterans, fighting for justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Campione Law. Take a radio boat ride with Captain Cabin on the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show. Wheeled in by the Pest Pros at Royal Pest Services and awaken 180 weight loss.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
Fall is here. The air is crisp. Football is on, and the perfect backyard atmosphere starts with a high-quality fireplace from CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. Hey, it's Joe C. Imagine nights by the fire, cheering on your team, surrounded by friends and family. CSS can transform your outdoor space into the ultimate game day destination. Stylish, warm, and built for memories. With several wood, gas, and electric options, let CSS make your backyard the best seat in the house. Visit CSSFireplaces.com.
Grab your cowboy hat for the Beach Barbecue Bash, presented by Sunshine State Plumbing and Reliable Ducks. Thursday, October 30th. Live music, sizzling barbecue, and Southern Charm, supporting Boys and Girls Clubs of Northeast Florida. Get tickets at bgcnf.org.
Yo, you already know it's your main man, E.T. And no one does happy hour like Twin Peaks. Whatever your preference, we have everything from tequila cocktails and an extensive bourbon category to top shelf spirits and cocktails, served over ice balls, local craft beers, and handcrafted whiskey cocktails. Rounded out with adventurous drink menus, second to none. And don't forget about our 29-degree drafts. Check them out now on Atlantic and Kernan. Twin Peaks, eat, drink, scenic views. Come on, somebody.
1010XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. The window world of Northeast Florida fifth quarter, flavored by Hurricane Grill and Wings and Apex Roofing and Contracting on 1010XL.
Three tight end set under center is Stafford. Throws a fade to the right side, and that ball is going to be caught for the touchdown. He threw a fade to Davante Adams. A 2-yard touchdown. He beat Jordan Lewis, and the Rams have extended the lead.
Frank Frangie on the call, Jaguars Radio. We could come back with a Matt Stafford touchdown every break. He threw 5 of them. We could play all 5.
He did.
I mean, 5 touchdowns.
Hey.
First time in London that an NFL quarterback has thrown 5 touchdowns.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
He's making history on us.
Man, that was something. Every week here on the fifth quarter, we do give you a special teams player of the game. That special teams player of the game is brought to you by our friends at Superior Plumbing. And RJ, let's do it now. The Superior Plumbing special teams player of the game.
Jacksonville was built on specialists. Now the special teams player of the week, sealed by Superior Plumbing and Pipeline.
All right, Leon, I want a full breakdown here because we have to come up with a special teams player of the game. I was tempted to give it to Parker Washington, even though it was called back due to penalty. But we will continue with Logan Cook.
Yeah.
Averaged 41 yards, a long of 62, and 2 inside the 20. From a Pro Bowler perspective, your overall thoughts on Logan Cook today?
Oh, he had an outstanding job.
Yeah.
I mean,
he had plenty of opportunity.
Plenty of opportunity, absolutely. And the only problem I have with that is that Cam Little is giving our special team, we're the special team capital of America. He's giving it a little black eye, bro.
You got to bring somebody in, not to cut Cam Little. I don't want to cut him, but you got to bring somebody in, put on the practice squad.
Absolutely.
So Cam Little knows he needs to get out of the funk, man. He needs another kicker in that building challenging him.
I totally agree. He needs to be on the hot seat. Absolutely needs to be on the hot seat. His days of feeling comfortable about his position should be over.
Boy, and that happened quick, man. The 70-yarder was like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And he started out being one of the best kickers in the league through the first, 3 weeks. It's like a golfer, right? You just get the shanks.
Yeah,
I don't know what's wrong,
he's
but
leaking oil, bro.
He's missed 5 kicks in 7 weeks.
Yeah, he's leaking oil. It's time to it's time to turn up the hot seat on him a little bit now. That's unacceptable.
It is unacceptable. Let's get back to the phone lines. It's 641-1010. Let's get to the south side up here. Kenneth joins us here on 1010XL. Kenneth, how you doing?
Hey, man, things could be better. I went to work instead of continuing to watch that crap.
Yeah, well, Leon and I did too. We're working right now. We're just commiserating with all you guys about the awful performance.
But at least you're in a beautiful place. I'm standing outside of a Home Depot before I get off this call, and this doesn't feel as good as where you guys are at. But look, man, dude, you doubled down on a lot of those guys on that offensive line, and they're probably showing you right now why you probably shouldn't have done that. And during that draft, I thought they probably should have, I'm not sure. Hindsight's 2020 when you're looking at this thing, but it's kind of strange, with how this team has started to go backwards, and the offensive line is one of those things that's just, if you guys aren't working together, I don't know what it is. I'm like, 7 sacks is a lot of sacks for Trevor to eat, and I know that he's a problem as well, but no quarterback wants to get sacked 7 times. No, I'm like, you shouldn't be running behind your line like that. You don't have the running game going like we had earlier in the season. It's just a lot of things that, you looked at when they were 4-1, you were like, wow, maybe they have all these issues ironed out. Maybe Trevor is the only problem once he gets going. Now it's just like, you don't know where to point the finger at this point. It's just like a caller way ahead. It's like, who are we? Like, you really have no clue. We look like pretenders. And it's just, I don't know, man. I'm like, you guys know more than me about this, and I'll just take your comments off air because I am severely confused.
All right, Kenneth, appreciate the phone call. Kenneth doesn't know, all right? That's the one thing I took away from that call. He doesn't have any answers for us. You were a Pro Bowl offensive lineman in this league. How can an offensive line look like the Jaguars looked in the first 5 weeks? The San Francisco 49ers did not touch Trevor Lawrence. Now, granted, they didn't have Nick Bosa, but they still have a lot of good players out there. They didn't register a sack. They didn't register a quarterback hit for the first time in over a decade for the 49er organization. How did we go from that, which was a month ago, to giving up 14 sacks in a 7-day period?
Well, I mean, the offensive line has diminished from the last. You're right, absolutely. That 49 game was phenomenal. No pressures, ran the ball effectively, and played well against Kansas City Chiefs, who's formidable defensively as well. Ran the ball effectively against us. I don't know what to tell you. My only assessment from what I see with the offensive line is that when physical meets physical, they fold. When teams come in there, and I'm telling you, there's defensive fronts, defensive line coaches are telling their guys, if you get after them early, they'll fold their 10. If you punch them in the mouth, that's what Seattle did. Their front four got after us early, put the pressure on Trevor, stopped the run, and we folded our 10s. The Rams did the same thing. They went after us. You just said it. The first drive the first series was a sack.
First play
was a sack. Hainsey gives up pressure to Fisk, and then Versus comes in with the sack. Walker Little gives up pressure inside. Trevor throws. I mean, so that's how we're not setting the tone, the tempo of the game with positive yards, effective yards that can continue drives. And until they fix it, everybody they go up against, I mean, to be honest with you, there are defensive fronts, coaches, or staff members are saying that the offensive line for the Jaguars is soft.
Is it coaching? Is it performance?
No. It's leadership. It's somebody in that room has to take ownership. Everybody has to take ownership for the lack of productivity from the offense. Inability to run, inability to protect. You've got to take ownership of that.
And it's got to be Hainsey, right?
It's got to be somebody. Some words have got to be said in that offensive line meeting room. I played 11 years in the league. All right, I can see and tell you that I had games that it was just god awful games, but we pulled it together. We said, listen, enough of this nonsense, because we had enough leadership within our group to where we could say something. Me, Bo, Ben, those type of guys. It's got to be somebody, and it's got to be a collection of guys in the offensive line meeting room and say, hey, man, we're better than this. Let's start showing it. Let's start showing up and showing out, and let's stop getting punked in games this Sunday.
Let's head out to South Side. Let's get Cat up in here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM. Cat, how you doing?
Hi, I'm well. I just wanted to say from my perspective, this is what I saw. I think that the fault is on the coaches as well as the players, but I think I start seeing our team doing better when we were not playing the zone in the very beginning and we were basically playing one-on-one. It seemed like we had a little bit more leadway when we kind of switched up. But then also, I'm not really certain about Trevor's football IQ. I think that's something that he can really work on. And if I were the coach, I would make certain that he's really focusing on accuracy, because a lot of those catches could have been caught had he been very accurate with his throws. I mean, a lot of the throws he threw to Travis Hunter and some other guys were like overthrown or not thrown close enough. I was like watching the game, hitting myself on the numbers on my chest, saying, throw the ball on the numbers, throw it on the numbers. So that is my opinion, and I'll listen to any comments off air.
Cat, appreciate it. The thing with Trevor, yeah, he was bad today. He was airmailing some throws. There were a couple. That screen to Johnny Munt, that would have gotten 20 yards. Mm-hmm. He had offensive linemen in front of him. That would have gotten 20 yards. Mm-hmm. Munt dropped the ball. Mm-hmm. Parker Washington, I mean, dude, good player, has done a lot of nice things so far. That's twice now in, 3 games where Trevor hit him between the 1 and the 1 on a slant route, and he just flat out drops it. Brian Thomas Jr., when you're a wide receiver 1, which I no longer believe he is on this team, but he was prior to today, I suppose, you get 2 hands on the football, you catch the football. And he didn't do that numerous times today. So Trevor was bad, but his receivers did not help him at all.
Yeah, I agree with you on that sentiment. I think the caller is saying that when Trevor has the ball and he's being pressured, he'll run. He won't throw the ball away, or he won't run or try to escape, or he'll run out of bounds and put us in situations where a quarterback with the right IQ would throw the ball away, or
like on 4th and 7, he runs and gets 4 yards.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good one. I just think that sometimes Trevor just doesn't do the smart thing. But you're right. His wide receivers aren't helping him. His offensive line's not helping him. So he looks bad when you got drop passes and you got lack of protection as a quarterback. You get caught up in the free. I mean, I think you can't assess how a quarterback feels when they're getting hit all the time. They get a little gun shy. They get a little gun shy, and they throw the ball where they shouldn't throw it, or they run where they shouldn't run. So, I mean, it's a combination of a lot of things that Trevor's going through. I'm not making any excuses for him, but I'm just saying it's hard to play that position.
Let's get 2 more in on this side. Again, we're with you for about another 35 minutes or so. If you want to get in, there is room for you. 641-1010 here on the Window World of Northeast Florida, 5th quarter. As always, we're presented by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings. Let's go back to the south side. Deanne joins us here on 1010XL. Deanne, how we doing?
I'm doing really good. How you guys doing today?
Doing well. What's on your mind?
Well, as bad as this has been, I just want to put out that, total optimism. We got through the hardest part of our schedule with a winning record, barely. But we have that winning record. And who we got in the back end? We've got the Raiders, we've got the Jets, we've got the Titans times 2, and the Texans again. If we can build on what we had, if they do make some, clean that stuff up, like Coach says, and run the ball a little bit more, I think we have a real opportunity to take this thing and turn it around and have that winning season that I know that we're capable of. But this was the hardest part. We got through some really tough games here, and we have a winning record. So I'm hoping, and leave it at that, but I'm hoping that they can turn this around and, get those wins in the back end and, and be the Jags that we all know they can be. And give the ball to Travis Hunter. Thanks, guys.
Hey, Deanne, really appreciate the phone call. That's a great call. And I started out, and I think you and I are in agreement there. I did not have them 4-3 at the bye week. I will gladly take this. When you or I were standing out in 100-degree weather, in August, sweating profusely at training camp. And if you would have said, Hacker, they're going to be 4-3 at the bye, I would have said, I will sign on for that right now. And that is what they are. It's a winning record. There is no arguing about that. With that being said, they will not beat anybody in the National Football League with the way they played today. I don't care if it's the Titans. I don't care if it's the Jets, the Raiders, anybody. They played awful today. What did we hear last week? Oh, the Seahawks are minus 3 guys in their secondary. That didn't seem to matter, did it?
No.
What did we hear going into today? Oh, no Puka Nacua. What are the Rams going to do? That didn't seem to matter, did it? They got to play better. Don't just say, well, it's the hardest part of the schedule. That may be factual. To me, it's also very factual that if you don't play considerably better, you will not win again this season.
You won't. You're absolutely right. I mean, this is an undisciplined team on both sides of the ball. On both sides of the ball. Yeah, if we don't play better, it doesn't matter who we play on the back end. It doesn't matter if we play the Jets or Oakland or the Titans back to back. It doesn't matter. This team will not make the playoffs, will not make a push, will be totally ineffective on any of these games if we play the way we played the last couple of weeks. So it doesn't really even matter. I mean, you could say, and we've been saying that. You're right. I had them at 5-2 going into the bye. They went 4-3. But when you and I were sitting out there, like you said, sweating profusely out there on training camp, we looked at the front end of their schedule and like, there's no way they're beating Kansas City. There's no way they're beating the Niners.
I said, please get to 3-4
exactly.
by the bye. So.
I mean, so they've superseded our expectations as far as what you were thinking. They're 4-3. Now, what? I don't know what you do if you're Liam Cohen during the bye. I don't know if you press them hard, or I don't know if you can tell them to get away, but there's something that has to be done to effectively change the attitude and the mentality of this team moving forward.
Think about what you did every day in London. Think about what you did between Seattle and L.A., and don't ever do it again. Because obviously, whatever was said to those guys after the Seahawks game before today, it did not work. So, you know how you burn film? Just burn the coaching game plan and whatever you had the meetings on over the last 6 days and start over from scratch whenever these guys get back from their mini vacays off of this bye. Let's get one more in here in the 3 o'clock hour. Again, if you're on hold, we will get to you. We'll take at least one more segment of calls in the 4 o'clock hour. Let's go out to Jacksonville Beach. Ron has been on hold for a while. We certainly appreciate the patience. Ron, how you doing?
I'm doing well, boys. How are you doing?
Doing well, buddy. What's on your mind?
So, I understand the frustration with Trevor, but the one thing that I keep coming back to is who is helping him? Who is catching the balls? He hasn't been as accurate as we'd like, but I don't see anybody. I mean, right out of the gate, he gets sacked. There's a lot of pressure on him from the defense. Receivers are dropping balls left and right. They had 21 drops coming into this game, which led the NFL, and I'm pretty confident after today they still lead the NFL. So, I really don't think it's fair yet. He's had a lot of, there's been a lot of instability with him coming into the league the last few years. I know that, he should be a talented enough kid to raise things up, but who's helping him? I haven't seen it yet. I mean, I've seen a lot of drop balls. The one guy we really love was BTJ. He certainly hasn't been successful this season. And I truly believe that as we speak right now, Tony Baselli, Liam Cohen, and Gladstone, they're probably having the same conversation. What are we going to do to get the team better? But again, if you would ask the average Jaguar fan, 4-3 at the bye, would you take it? They would. I think there's better things to come, but somebody needs to step up. I think I'm drawing the blank, but number 12.
Travis Hunter?
Travis Hunter. He stepped up today. He's the guy. I mean, I just think, let's see what happens. I just don't think it's fair to hammer Trevor right now because nobody's helping him.
Ron, appreciate the call. I think that's a fair point, but with that contract and being the franchise quarterback, you're going to get a big share of the blame, and there's certainly a big share of the blame to go towards Trevor Lawrence. All right, reaching the 4 o'clock hour. By the way, a lot of the 1 o'clock games are going final. Here's what it looks like. Panthers and the Jets is a one-score game, 13-6 Carolina, 4 minutes to go. The Cleveland Browns, 31-6 over Miami. Mike McDaniel's going to get fired tomorrow, right? You can't lose 31-6 to Cleveland. By the way, Tyson Campbell, the former Jaguar, I believe had a pick 6 in that game. So that's wonderful. The Bears are about to go to 4-2 on the year. They lead the Saints 26-14. Eagles 28-19 over Minnesota. The games that have already gone final, Kansas City all over Vegas, 31-0. Vegas is Jacksonville's next opponent. And New England, 31-13 over the Tennessee Titans. We will give you a drive of the game. We'll give you an injury update, and we will take more of your phone calls at 641-1010 as we roll on with the fifth quarter live from Front Runners Tap House inside the Community First Igloo. Terrific place to watch the games. I'm sure you hear the ambiance. They got all of the action on. Every 1 o'clock game is on here, and we're certainly happy to be out here tonight at the Front Runners Tap House inside the Community First Igloo.
Hear the big moments and game-changing plays.
That is another pick six. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Your home for the most play-by-play is 1010XL.
Prosser here again for Chad and Sandy, the local real estate experts you can trust. You might think you have a struggle ahead, but Chad and Sandy always have a solution, and ultimately it ends in a success story. Jacksonville area homes are selling, but getting the right price requires aggressive marketing and proven systems. Hiring the experts who know how to create demand is crucial. You need Chad and Sandy Newman. Need to sell now? Chad and Sandy have instant offers, fast, easy, stress-free. But, man, they deliver with the promises. The local real estate experts you can trust. Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date. No long-term contracts. You can cancel at any time. Oh, and the proof is out there. Tom and Nicole in Mandarin. I got a new job in Louisiana. We found a new home. Now we'd have to sell fast to avoid paying 2 mortgages. Chad and Sandy did it. Use them today. ChadandSandy.com. That's ChadandSandy.com.
At Cannons of Jacksonville, they know that when you're towing anything, you gotta have products you can rely on. With over 50 years of fabrication expertise, the family at Cannons can repair or install precisely what you need to tow with confidence. Whether it's a heavy-duty hitch, trailer frame, gooseneck, tow bar, or any other towing accessory, Cannons will provide you with unmatched precision and durability. For all your towing needs, visit cannonsofjacks.com, where quality and customer satisfaction collide.
Listen to whatever you like, whenever you want.
I like this.
1010XL, on demand. Ad-free shows after the live shows end. Channeled by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning. Search where you find podcasts.
My dad, Randy Marion, has been in business for 35 years.
35 years of taking great care of your customers.
And our community. It has also been 35 years that my dad has been the king of price.
Yep.
So now's the time to fall into savings and drive in style in a brand new Cadillac.
At Randy Marion Cadillac, drive the all-new electric Optique, Lyric, and Vistique. They're all in stock and ready to drive today.
Come see us today at Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard in Jacksonville.
And don't forget,
tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Plus tax type title $9.99 admin fee and resistol on approved credit.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just a job, but an experienced, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Sewer backups stink, literally. Tree roots, old pipes, or major clogs can be the cause. Superior Plumbing and Pipeline inspects and clears sewer lines fast. If your sewer's backed up, make the Superior choice and learn more at SuperiorPlumbingJacks.com.
You've got a front row seat for Jaguars football all year long. This is 1010XL, WJXL AM and FM, Jacksonville Beach, home of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
What if you could pull up to $500,000 in cash out of your home and drop your mortgage rate to 4.99% APR? Hey, Prosser here, and right now at Loan Pronto, they've got the lowest rates in 3 years. With Loan Pronto's rapid equity loan, you can get your cash in as little as 3 days, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and even skip your next 2 house payments. One client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. Paid off their debt, paid off 2 car loans, saved $2,100 a month. One call, life change. There's no wait, no hard credit pull. You probably won't need an appraisal. Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Rates at a 3-year low. Act now. Call 914-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com for your free instant home appraisal. See how much cash you can get today. Call 914-999-1508. See how much cash you can get today. You can also visit loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. On approved credit, visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Pizza to Tea here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes through in the clutch? From lunch to late night, only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar. Stick around after the sunset, and Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late night bites. Come on, somebody.
Chelsea here. Ready to upgrade your windows or patio doors? During our fall savings month, get 20% off your replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, or 0 interest for 12 months. Our Acclaim Impact windows are built for Florida homes, designed to help you save on energy bills by maintaining indoor temperatures year-round. Offer ends October 31st. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. License number CGC 1527613. Renewal by Anderson, where comfort meets savings.
She's rewritten the record books, and now she's coming to Jacksonville. Join Caitlin Clark, 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year and NCAA's all-time leading scorer, for an unforgettable night by the Florida Forum, October 29th. Hear how she's inspiring the next generation, both on and off the court, through her foundation. All proceeds benefit the Women's Board of Wilson Children's Hospital, supporting a new outdoor play area for behavioral health services. Get your tickets now at thefloridaforum.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Putting an extra 60 minutes on the clock. The window world of Northeast Florida 5th quarter. Nailed down by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings on 1010XL.
Dropping is Trevor. Fires it deep downfield. That ball's caught by Travis Hunter. He's into the end zone. Touchdown. A long corner route to Travis Hunter. There is a flag in the secondary, but I would imagine that's going to work against the Rams.
Frank Frangie on the call, Jaguars radio. That was the one touchdown. It was the first touchdown of Travis Hunter's career. Part of 8 catches, 101 yards, and a score for the Heisman Trophy winner out of Colorado. Every week here on the 5th quarter, we do give you a drive of the game. That drive of the game is brought to you by our friends at Randy Marion Cadillac. And RJ, let's do it now. The Randy Marion Cadillac drive of the game.
Now, the Randy Marion Cadillac drive of the game. Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville. Drive to the game in luxury with Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville.
Leon Searcy, 5 plays, 80 yards, 2 minutes and 5 seconds off the clock. The Jaguars' only touchdown of the game. Trevor Lawrence to Travis Hunter for the score.
Yeah, the rest of the day was pitiful, but more than the touchdown, Hack. I mean, listen, what Travis Hunter said tells me a lot about what this kid is all about. This kid believes that with his ability, his game-breaking ability, he can make a difference, and this team needs to take heed of that. When you go on the sideline, you getting boat race like you said,
yeah.
And this guy comes up and say, hey, listen, Coach, get me the ball. I can make a difference, man. That reminds me a lot of, I remember the first time, and I know a lot of Jaguar fans don't like this kid, but Jalen Ramsey. I remember that one time they lost the game, and he was on the sideline crying, and I said, you know, that kid got heart. He's tired of this organization losing. And Travis Hunter, what he did by saying, hey, Coach, get me the ball, lets you know that he doesn't tolerate losing.
Yeah, apparently in the post-game press conference, Travis Hunter basically essentially told Liam Cohen, get me the ball, get me involved.
Yes.
And you see what happens. Over 100 yards, 14 targets, 8 catches, and that touchdown. All right, more phone calls to come, probably the final segment of phone calls. If you're on the line, we will get to you. 641-1010 is the phone number. Let's go out to the state of Alabama. Let's get Jonathan in here on 1010XL. Jonathan, go ahead.
Okay, first off, it was an overall bad day at the office. Special teams, horrible. Cam needs to start making kicks. Defense, not good. 13 penalties. Are you kidding me? I thought we had addressed this. This is getting to be ridiculous and same old song.
Jonathan's fired up. Appreciate the call. There's no doubt about that. When Jonathan brings the noise like that, you know there are problems. But they're going to clean it up, Leon. That's what we're going to be told. Now, look, Liam Cohen has to talk to the media. You know, he's required by the National Football League. I think Liam Cohen's press conferences are far more informative, far more interesting, far more dialogue, and far more we learn than anything that Urban Meyer did here or Doug Marrone did here or even Doug Peterson did here. But I just don't know what you want Liam Cohen to say after the team gets absolutely humiliated in Wembley Stadium, after they've been over there for a week because sports science told them it would be good to be over there for 6 days. The Rams hang out at Camden Yards in Baltimore all week. They fly over yesterday, absolutely beat the crap out of you. You commit 13 penalties. You give up 7 sacks. He's got to say something. What's he going to say? Yeah, we're going to try to clean it up. We're going to watch the tape. I mean, you're required to meet with the media. You got to tell them something.
Yeah, well, I mean, whatever Liam Cohen is saying is obviously not getting through.
No.
Well, hasn't gotten through for the last 2 weeks.
And he basically said that. He's like, I got to self-scout myself, whatever, it's not working, my message. And he put it on himself. I'll give Cohen a ton of credit, man. He said, I'm not blaming the players for this. This is on me. Basically, the buck stops with me as the head coach.
I'm not buying that.
I give him credit, man. There's a lot of coaches that would throw players under the bus.
Well, throw them under the damn bus because they let you down the last 2 weeks. I'm calling out names. I'm calling out groups. Now, I mean, listen, TC never called out players, but he called out groups.
Yeah.
He said, hey, listen, this group is not playing well enough. This group is causing too many penalties. This group is not getting under. Yeah, you got to state the obvious. You got to say, hey, listen, the offensive line group is committing too many penalties, and they're not protecting Trevor, and their inability to run the ball is unacceptable. Our defensive line group up front, we're not rushing the passer well enough. We're not getting any pressure on it. You got to call these groups out. You got to let them know. I mean, listen, like I keep saying, it's arrogant for the coach to say, hey, it's all on me. No, it's not. Players play game, coaches coach. That's the bottom line.
That's fair. That's fair. And look, the players got outplayed. Sean McVay, there's a reason he is the teacher and Liam Cohen is the student, right?
Yeah,
and McVay's done that to a lot of his former guys. Remember, he beat Zach Taylor in the Super Bowl. I think McVay's win-loss record against his guys off his tree is pretty good. I think he's like 16-3 or something. Guys that were on his staff that are now head coaches. All right, back to the phone lines we go. It's 641-1010. Let's get to Joe in St. Augustine. Joe, what's going on? Oh, all right, let's go to Rudy. Let's go to Dane first. Yep, let's go to Dane. Dane, what's happening?
Hey, guys. How you guys doing?
Good,
just
buddy.
a couple things on my end. Special team-wise, I think that's definitely been a concern of late the last 3 weeks. Missing kicks, I think, has definitely been a big concern. And then offensively, obviously not getting going, but it also feels like of late when we can't get 2 or 3 or 4 turnovers, we can't really put anything together on offense, so we're really struggling with field position and things of that nature. And lastly, on Travis Hunter, I feel like, he played well today, but also on defense. I mean, he had a couple great plays against Davante Adams, so I just don't really understand what they're doing with him today where they couldn't have put him more on the field, at least on third down. So those are a couple of my thoughts. Thanks for taking my call.
Hey, Dane, appreciate it. Do you want to see Travis Hunter more on defense or make him the primary target on offense?
I want to see him on offense. I want him in the game scoring points. That's how you affect games. I mean, get him deep, give him some 9 routes, give him some quick hitches where he can turn up and make some yards up the field. I mean, listen, I love what he did against Davante Adams. I love absolutely what he did. All right, but I want him scoring points.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I want him scoring points more than I want him defending.
Let's get one more phone call in. I believe, is it Rudy? Is the final phone call of the night in Ponte Vedra. Rudy, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Rudy, what's happening?
Nothing. I got to tell you, Trevor Lawrence reminds me of a quarterback that I painfully had to watch for a couple of years as a Patriots fan, and he looks like Cam Newton out there. It reminds me of Cam Newton when he was on the back end of his career. I hate to say that to Jaguars fans because I love the Jags too now that I live here, but it's painful to watch. Today was painful. On the other hand, Travis Hunter looks like a complete stud, and they got to use him a lot more.
Rudy, appreciate the phone call. I hope Trevor Lawrence doesn't remind you of Cam Newton in New England. I was thinking he was going with Cam Newton early in Carolina. He went Cam Newton in New England. I certainly hope that's not the case.
I wish he was Cam Newton in Carolina.
Yeah, I do too. That was pretty good, right?
Pretty good.
It wasn't half bad.
No.
It's a bad day all the way around. Bye week coming up. We'll get back into that. We'll update you on what's going on around the NFL as well. A couple of more segments to go. We're with you for about another 20 minutes. The window world of Northeast Florida. fifth quarter. As always, we are presented by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings. With the Pro Bowler Leon Searcy, the hacker Ryan Green with you. Glad you are with us. 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Put a little hot sauce on your lunchtime listening. Spicy. Joe Coward, Matt Hayes, and Leon Searcy. They are XL Prime Time.
4-alarm fire.
From the big #1 Duval Ford Studios. Noon to 2 weekdays on 1010XL.
Yo, E.T. here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes through in the clutch every day, from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar, Twin Peaks. Scratch kitchen scores every time. Dig into hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge. Come on, somebody.
She's rewritten the record books, and now she's coming to Jacksonville. Join Caitlin Clark, 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year and NCAA's all-time leading scorer, for an unforgettable night by the Florida Forum, October 29th. Hear how she's inspiring the next generation, both on and off the court, through her foundation. All proceeds benefit the Women's Board of Wilson Children's Hospital, supporting a new outdoor play area for behavioral health services. Get your tickets now at thefloridaforum.com.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Instant Keys saves the day if you have lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call 722-1111.
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Want to grow your hair back?
IHRS, right here in Jacksonville, is the only hair transplant clinic in the Southeast to offer multi-unit hair grafting and the 45-minute PRP treatments. Grow your hair back. Call now for a free in-person evaluation. 904-777-IHRS. 904-777-4477 or visit hairforme.com.
At the First Coast YMCA, you'll find much more than just a gym. We offer many ways to help you become more active, reach your weight loss goals, and find your inner strength. Membership at the Y includes state-of-the-art facilities, a huge variety of fitness classes, and programs for all ages. It's easy to join the Y since it's affordable for all incomes. The Y is a great place to make connections and experience something new. Visit the YMCA near you or online at fcymca.org.
Mike Dempsey for Apex Roofing and Contracting of Jacksonville Beach. If your roof's got any damage, if it leaks, if it's just old and ugly, call my friends at Apex Roofing. But Mike, roofs are so expensive. It's true, quality roofing is not cheap, but Apex Roofing has up to 100% financing available, so you don't have to compromise quality for budget. Apex Roofing, no shortcuts, no stress, just quality work with financing available. Reach for the peak with Apex Roofing and Contracting in Jacksonville Beach. ApexRoofingFL.com.
Homeowners, storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through October 31st. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. Hey, Jags fans, Tommy Mack here. Crown Royal is the official whiskey of the Jacksonville Jaguars. This season, it's not game day without the generous spirit of Crown Royal. Whether you're at the tailgate, in the stands, or watching from home, Crown Royal is the reason and the reward for coming together. Grab a glass with Crown Royal Rig at a stadium near you, because we'll be sharing the generous spirit with fans across the country. Crown Royal, fueling game day with generous spirit. Visit crownroyal.com/Royal Rig on the Crown Royal Rig Tour. Please drink responsibly.
Home is where your story begins. And at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, we're here to make it the healthiest, most comfortable place it could be. Whether it's fresh, clean air, dependable plumbing, or reliable power, we take care of it all. From routine maintenance to state-of-the-art solutions, Donovan keeps your home running smoothly. Because at Donovan, we believe your home isn't just where you live, it's where your health, meets comfort. Call Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing at 904-270-COOL or visit us online. Let's make your home healthier, safer, and better together.
Strap in, Duval. The Jaguars are gearing up to face the Los Angeles Chargers Sunday, November 16th for our annual Salute to Service game. Join us as we honor and celebrate the brave men and women of our military all game long. Secure your seats now and be a part of the action by visiting jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000. Let's stand together, Duval.
This football season, make Hurricane Grill and Wings your game day getaway. Sip on handcrafted cocktails like the Millionaire Margarita or enjoy an ice-cold Bud Light. Game day drink specials are here all season. Find a location near you at hurricanewings.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Putting an extra 60 minutes on the clock. The window world of Northeast Florida fifth quarter. Nailed down by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings on 1010XL.
Play fake. Stafford drops, fires to the back of the end zone. That ball is going to be caught for the touchdown in the back of the end zone. Donante Mumfield with the catch. He beat Jordan Lewis, a 5-yard touchdown pass, and the Rams strike first here at Wembley.
Frank Frangie on the call, Jaguars Radio. 5 touchdown passes for Matt Stafford. The Rams beat the Jaguars 35-7. Every week on the fifth quarter, we do give you an injury update. It is brought to you by the good folks at Farah & Farah. Let's do it right now. The Farah & Farah injury update.
The personal injury attorneys of Farah & Farah present this injury update. Farah & Farah,
Jacksonville,
exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Eric Murray left the game, did not come back. I know there was an issue with Brian Thomas Jr. towards the end. It looked like an arm or a shoulder. I think Jordan Lewis left the game. He ultimately did come back. Tim Patrick also left the game, did not come back. You now have 2 weeks off. Hopefully that 2 weeks helps Trayvon Walker out a little bit with the club on his hand. You won't have Brenton Strange back yet, but that's going to be getting closer, hopefully, by the time you get back from the bye. He's still probably a month or so away from coming back. But clearly some injuries going into the bye week.
Well, I mean, it's an opportunity for the guys that are a little banged up to get a little healthy. But I hope that they use this bye or these last couple of weeks, man, to do some soul searching, bro. Absolutely. This team, man, unfortunately, this team needs some heart on both sides of the ball. They just need some heart, man. I mean, you go from the highest of highs, Monday night against the Kansas City Chiefs, to where we are right now. You talk about going from the penthouse to the outhouse, less than 2 weeks, that's us. They just need to do some soul searching, man. This team, listen, you look at the back half of this season, if you go 500, you got a shot.
You got to get to 9.
Yeah.
And look, you got the Raiders, you got the Cardinals, you got the Titans twice, you got the Jets. That's all very, very doable. I mean, if you win those 5 games, that's 9 wins.
Yeah.
And then, look, can you beat the Chargers at home? Yeah. Can you go to Houston and win? We already beat them once. Indianapolis, by the way, is Indy good? Because they're already up on the Chargers. I've been saying for the longest time, Indy's beat up on some dog teams, and they have. They have 5 wins. 4 of them are against dog teams. They're already up 7-0 in L.A. against the Chargers. Jonathan Taylor, a 23-yard touchdown. They might actually be pretty good.
Yeah, I think they are pretty good, but I think that just like us, they're going to flip the script. The teams that we had to play early on, they got to play them. And half those teams, they got to play on the road.
They still have to play Seattle, San Francisco. They have 2 Houstons. The Jaguars only have 1.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we didn't get Arizona yet. We didn't get the Raiders yet. The Colts already did.
But we can't worry about them, though. We can't worry about the Colts. We got to fix ourselves first.
If you play like you did today, you won't win another game.
Exactly. So what the Colts do shouldn't even matter to us. We got to fix that. That's why I said we need to do some soul searching this bye week. This team needs to find some heart.
Let's come back. Let's put the finishing touches on what has been a good 5th quarter, a great location. Frontrunners Tap House out here at the intersection of Emerson and Phillips Highway and the Community First Igloo. Absolutely fantastic. TVs everywhere. We all got food, delicious food, full bar. They had all the 1 o'clock games on. They now have all the 4 o'clock games on. This is a cool, cool place to come if you want to watch some football. E.T.'s been out here. Aaron's been doing his thing. Agent Gibbs as well, along with Leon and myself. Certainly happy to be back out here at Front Runners Tap House inside of the Community First Igloo. Back to wrap it up next. Fifth quarter, 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Join me, Max Fink, as I keep a close eye on everything that happens in Gator Nation.
The Gator Report, polished up by San Jose Collision on the home of the Florida Gators, 1010XL.
Go, Gators! Frank Frangie here for Coyle & Sons Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports moments. Remember the 2017 AFC Championship game? When Miles Jack wasn't down? You know what else isn't down? Fences installed by Coyle. Their fences have been standing tall here in Jacksonville for nearly a century. Since 1927, Coyle has been the fencing leader in Northeast Florida. If you're in the market for a new fence, I recommend calling Coyle & Sons today at 904-356-4821, CoyleJacks.com. That's C-O-Y-L-E, Jacks.com. Coyle Fencing, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Slacker plumbing.
Yeah, hey, listen, I need a plumber over here right now.
Yeah, well, we don't have any openings for about 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yep.
I was just changing the shower head and the water line broke and it's flying everywhere.
All right, 1 week.
What if I throw you an extra $100 to come now?
What's the address?
It's 205.
Huh? I guess he changed his mind.
If you've got a leak that can't wait a week, call Roland Reich Plumbing and fix your plumbing problems fast. PlumbingJacksonville.com.
My dad, Randy Marion, has been in business for 35 years.
35 years of taking great care of your customers.
And our community. It has also been 35 years that my dad has been the king of price.
Yep.
So now's the time to fall into savings and drive in style in a brand new Cadillac.
At Randy Marion Cadillac, drive the all-new electric Optique, Lyric, and Vistique. They're all in stock and ready to drive today.
Come see us today at Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard in Jacksonville.
And don't forget,
tell them Jennifer sent you.
Plus tax type title $9.99 admin fee and Resistol on approved credit.
Brian Wall here with Window World. You know that awesome feeling when you finally find that one place to go to that will give you a top quality product at a great price and then stand behind what they sell you? That's exactly what Window World does. Top quality, energy efficient windows at a great price that keeps more of your money in your bank account. With the absolute best guarantee in the window replacement business. That's why Window World has been the #1 window replacement company in the USA for years, selling more than 1 million windows each year for the past 8 years. That's a lot of satisfied customers, and you can be one too. Save money on installing new energy-efficient windows and save on your energy bills too. You can't lose. And if anything goes wrong with your new Window World windows ever, Window World and I will be there to make it right. Call Window World today or see them online and have them come and give you a free estimate and see why we are so proud of our products and the work we do for our customers. Call Window World or go online at windowworldneflorida.com. And thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
Need electric vehicle repair? Guardian Collision is expert certified for any electric vehicle. Trust the home team for auto body repair on your EV. Guardian Collision. They guard what moves you at GuardianCollision.com. In a world where chains seem to take over, it's awesome to have a locally owned retailer who's only focused on Jacksonville. Beards Diamonds is the perfect example. Hickett here. All those jewelers in Town Center are owned by big Wall Street companies, but Beards Diamonds, they are local, man. Say hi to the Lupos when you get in there. They've been around and serving our area for more than 40 years. And Beards run circles around the big chains. Massive diamond inventory. Beards. All the top bridal brands. Beards. Strongest warranties. Beards. Beards wins on price every day. They don't have extra markups to please Wall Street or pay commission salespeople. In fact, Beards guarantees to beat any national chain store on price. So don't buy anywhere until you at least get a second opinion at Beards. I am sure you'll get a bigger, better quality diamond for your money. And it'll be backed by local folks with integrity and local accountability. Man, in a world where generic chain stores pop up everywhere, refreshing to see a local place that can give you a great diamond. Don't buy a diamond in Jacksonville without seeing your best option at Beards Diamonds. Shop local, shop Beards at the St. John's Town Center.
Yo, you already know it's your main man, E.T. And no one does happy hour like Twin Peaks. Whatever your preference, we have everything from tequila cocktails and an extensive bourbon category to top shelf spirits and cocktails, served over ice balls, local craft beers, and handcrafted whiskey cocktails. Rounded out with adventurous drink menus, second to none. And don't forget about our 29-degree drafts. Check them out now on Atlantic and Kernan. Twin Peaks, eat, drink, scenic views. Come on, somebody.
You lost your swing. We got to go find it.
It's your Saturday morning swing adjustment.
Rip it and rip it.
Get the golf tips and talk to take your game to the next level. The Edwin Watts Golf Hour. Saturday mornings at 10 on 1010XL.
Hey, Jags fans, Tommy Mack here. Crown Royal is the official whiskey of the Jacksonville Jaguars. This season, it's not game day without the generous spirit of Crown Royal. Whether you're at the tailgate, in the stands, or watching from home, Crown Royal is the reason and the reward for coming together. Grab a glass with Crown Royal Rig at a stadium near you, because we'll be sharing the generous spirit with fans across the country. Crown Royal, fueling game day with generous spirit. Visit crownroyal.com/Royal Rig on the Crown Royal Rig Tour. Please drink responsibly.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Bringing you an extra quarter of football.
The window world of Northeast Florida, fifth quarter, nailed down by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings on 1010XL.
3 tight end set under center is Stafford. Throws a fade to the right side, and that ball is going to be caught for the touchdown. He threw a fade to Davante Adams. A 2-yard touchdown. He beat Jordan Lewis, and the Rams have extended the lead.
Frank Frangie on the call, Jaguars radio. A disappointing day for the Jaguars. They fall 35-7 to the Rams and now head into a bye week. Final moments here with Leon Searcy on the 5th quarter. All right, what do players do on a bye, particularly after getting boat raced?
I think I keep saying they need to do some soul searching. You back in the day, this might be before your time. There was this movie called Kung Fu, all right, where he used to wander the desert.
Kung Fu?
Yeah,
okay.
He used to wander the desert, and, you do a little soul searching, he would find his inner self, spend time alone. I think everybody on this team needs to go reevaluate themselves and what they bring to this organization. Because I used to do in the off season after we lost in the playoffs, but I always looked in the mirror and said, "Don't let you be the problem, Leon.
Yeah.
Don't let you be the problem." And right now, it's plenty of guys on this team, on this roster. The way by their performance is the problem, and you got to fix it. You got to rectify it. Whatever you need to do to rectify it. The only way this team is going to go, as far as we need to go, is all 22 guys, all starters, have got to say that what I'm doing is not enough. It's absolutely not enough, and I need to rectify this off season. Right now, it's a brand new season. You're 4-3, brand new season. You got a 10-game schedule. What you do in these last 10 games is going to determine whether you're going to be home for Christmas or you're going to be in a playoff hunt somewhere in January. That's just the reality of it.
Bottom line is the bye week is probably coming at a pretty good time. Before we say goodbye, I certainly want to thank again Front Runners Tap House inside the Community First Igloo. Great location, great food, great TVs, full bar. Absolutely terrific. We certainly appreciate Front Runners Tap House having us out here tonight for the 5th quarter. As always, Leon Searcy, the coach Gerald Ingram will be back with us next week. Coach is up in Ann Arbor doing a little reunion at the University of Michigan. You'll be on prime time tomorrow. Certainly a lot to react to with the Jaguars and the firing of Billy Napier.
Yeah, a lot of curse words.
And we'll talk Wednesday on Hacker After Dark.
No doubt.
That is Leon Searcy. For E.T., for Aaron, and for R.J. Saunders back at World Headquarters, I'm the Hacker Ryan Green. Thank you to Window World of Northeast Florida. They brought it to you. We've been presented by Hurricane Grill and Wings and Apex Roofing and Contracting. We will have 16 hours of local programming beginning tomorrow morning with Jeff Prosser at 6 a.m. And I will join you, of course, tomorrow night beginning at 8 o'clock for Hacker After Dark. Until then, have a very, very good Sunday evening, Jacksonville.
Hey!